How we're going, people? Just finished training. A couple of layers of clothes on. It's a bit cold here in the barn. Just want to make a little video just for all you dads, husbands, if you've got girlfriends, etc. Obviously this COVID-19 is getting very serious and we're isolated away in, you know, very tight spaces. So right, if your old woman's giving you a little bit of mouth and you try to be patient, you try to be calm, cool, but out of the 7th day or 6th day, shall I say, you're just about to explode. All of a sudden she's coming at you now, spitting a bit of venom in your face, ready to say something. You may have left the dishes out, you may have, I don't know what you've done, but you've upset her. So as she comes in, she's coming at you and you've lost it, just keep it safe with the hands. So as she comes in, she's just about to say something, all of a sudden you explode, BAM! On the chin. Yeah, so you've hit her on the chin. At this time, she may flash and see white thinking, what's just happened? Has he done it? I can't believe this. Whoa, what's happened? She don't know what's happened. She's in a state of horror at the minute. She don't know what's gone on. You know, that flash has come. You know, and all of a sudden, you just dip down on that knee, and spring up. So you finish her off. Bam! That should do the trick. That should do the trick. So if you remember that first, just to make her delusional, she don't know what's happened, then it's a little dip of that, and then whip, follow it up. So you just spring into that, and that should do the trick.
We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live, Boxing Ego Unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Oh, you see it. I know you see it. In and out the chat. Billy Joe Saunders is suspended by the Bbbofc. We gonna talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Now sign up for ESPN Plus below using my link. It is in the description box of all of my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that have clicked on that. It does help the channel. Now you could get ESPN Plus during this quarantine if you need some content to watch and you want to stay busy. You could click on that link. They have a lot of documentaries and docuseries while we're waiting for live sports to come back during this pandemic. You could get it as a standalone app, ESPN Plus, or you can bundle it, ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus, all three of those apps for one price, $12.99 a month. I personally have all three, and I use them, especially, when I'm confined to the living quarters. So it helps the channel in a phenomenal way. Appreciate you guys, and let's get into it. You guys see it on the screen. I know you see it. TMZ. I'll put the link in the description. Billy Joe Saunders boxing license suspended after posting video about hitting women. So I talked about this. We'll use the New York Post because they are reliable. And, they wrote their article before TMZ. So they were one of the first people on it. Now, I already made a video talking about the video that he made and expressed my thoughts. Check that on the channel. We got... it's been out a day. We got over 20,000 views on it. Light work. So check that video out to preface this video. And I'll put the link to this stuff in the description. But it says Billy Joe Saunders boxing license suspended after domestic violence advice video. Idiotic stuff we're talking about here. British boxer Billy Joe Saunders laid himself out. His boxing video about hitting your significant other has led to his license being suspended pending a hearing by the British Boxing Board of Control, BBBOC. In the video, WBO super middleweight champion instructs men how to hit women using a punching bag as an example. Quote, I just want to make a little video for all you dads, husbands, if you got girlfriends, etc., Saunders said in the video. Obviously, this COVID getting very serious and we are isolated away in tiny spaces, tight spaces. If your old woman is giving you a little bit of mouth and you try to be patient, you try to be calm and cool, but after the 7th day or 6th day, you're about to explode. Predictably, the 30-year-old Saunders apologized in a tweet after the video received plenty of criticism, saying he would never condone domestic violence. His account, his boxing license appears to be suspended. His promoter, Eddie Hearn, took him to task as well, calling the video idiotic in an interview with TalkSport. I was appalled, really, he said. It was so idiotic. It was so frustrating because I know Billy well. He's a really good kid with a really good heart, but every now and again, he does the most stupid things. It's unacceptable for Joe Blogs down the street to do it. It's much more unacceptable for a world champion boxer to be doing it. People who are in abusive relationships or watch that video, you cannot do it. It's unacceptable. In 2018, which I told you new media, we control the narrative. Didn't I tell you? We control the narrative. So I talked about all this, bro. And I told you the ignorance that Billy Joe Saunders displayed with this horrible movement. And some people said, oh, they blame, listen, this is what they do when you got the complexion for the protection. They blame me. They blame me because he did this. I'm giving you my thoughts, bro. For every action, there's a reaction, right? Cause and effect. Billy Joe Saunders, and I'm going to get through this. I'm going to get through this article, but Billy Joe Saunders made an error in judgment, or he thought this was funny, or he's promoting it, whatever reason he decided to release this video during this pandemic where people are already scared about other things, you know, like the virus itself. And when you got the complexion for the protection, you know, this is what old media does. They left me comments like I'm Ray Rice, I'm Ike Turner, and they saying, oh, you bloke, you stupid idiot, it's a joke. It's a joke, you bloke, you bloody wank, and da-da-da. You don't understand his humor. Man, I don't understand shit. This is his action, and for every action, there's a reaction. And his license is suspended. I told you, this is just no place for it. There's no reason for that. And I'm not a feminist and all this stuff like that, but it was stupid. You know, let's just call it what it is. It was stupid to do that. Let me finish the article. Y'all pissing me off. Let me finish it. In 2018, Saunders was fined £100, roughly $124,000 USD, by the Bbbofc after a video surfaced of him offering a woman £150 worth of drugs to perform a sex act or punch a passerby. In the video, she punches someone before Saunders drives away. So not only did he offer a homeless like crackhead or something who is befallen on bad times money to do this, but he didn't even give her the drugs or the money or whatever he was trying to do. So you just messing with people who are in bad positions and then peeling off. And this is a champion. This your king? UK. This your king? Saunders, the undefeated WBO super middleweight champion, was due to fight Canelo Alvarez May 2nd, but the fight has been postponed because of the Rona. It's unclear what impact the Bbbofc's decision would have on the fight contested in the US. Bro, get him out of here. Get him out of here. This is just pure ignorance. It makes no sense. Billy Joe Saunders promoting this. And once again, as I said, and I'm going to keep saying, if this is a black fighter and a black athlete, Mayweather, Gervonta Tank Davis, Marcus Brown, and they're involved in any type of situation where it's thought of, or they, you know, video or surmise that they're doing any type of domestic violence, guess what? It's front page news. And because of new media, this is getting attention, you know, because old media, when this first came out, this came out before I even made the video. This came out a day before, you know, a day or two before. And I decided to make the video, you know, because I was busy with other stuff, but I had seen it. And then they, you know, on media, you can't leave it to them. You can't trust them. You can't leave it to them to talk about this stuff. But the moment I talk about this and make a video, then all of a sudden stuff happens next because people start paying attention, sharing the video. And I could tell because I look at the video got 20,000 views, and I look at the analytics, and I look at the share count. So, you know, we making moves, and we making progress. It was a stupid move. This is Billy Joe Saunders' official statement, but I really don't even care. But you know, just for the sake of consistency, I'll read what he said. Official statement from Billy Joe Saunders. I would like to address the situation at hand. Let me first start by apologizing. There is no excuse for my actions. You got that right, pal. Welcome to the party, pal. It was very, very, very bad, out of taste joke. I am a God-fearing man. See, this is with Tyson Fury. This is the same shit with Tyson Fury, fellow gypsy, when he's being accused of tampering with gloves and this, that, and the third, and the Martin Carefoot farmer, Wild Boar Gate, they always revert back to religion, either the fans or the fighters themselves. I am a God-fearing man. I am a Christian. Religion can't save you. Religion can't save you from your actions. You can't commit sin or things in bad taste and then do some things that are defiled, and then all of a sudden you just go play the religion card. Oh, I'm super religious. I'm a Christian man. You know, why'd you do that, Mr. Christian man, Mr. God-fearing man? And I do not condone domestic violence under any circumstances. Then why did you think this would be funny? You know, especially, oh my God. Let me read this, and I'm gonna close this up, because I can't. This is just you mad because you got caught type stuff. When I created the video in poor taste, I never considered how people might interpret it. So you're a celebrity, you know, I can't take that. You're a two-time world champion in different divisions, even though you ain't really fought no one at 168. But, you know, technically you're a champion in that division. You're about to fight Canelo, and you did not consider, you're 30, 31 years old, and you didn't consider the implications in this society when people are already afraid because people are losing their lives. Like Anthony Yard, a fellow UK countryman, lost his dad to this, and the prime minister in the UK has tested positive, among others like Prince Charles and Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson. Like, so people are already afraid because this is something new, this influenza, this strain. Doctors don't know what's going on. They don't know how to stop it. We're short on ventilators, and you didn't consider how people might interpret it when they're already panicked and scared and confined to their homes and locked down and quarantined. And you thought it would be a good idea to encourage or incite people who may already be in domestic violence situations and abusive relationships by saying, hey, if your girl's giving you some mouth, bop, 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 I'm loving it. Okay. He said, and instead was trying to make light of a very stressful situation. That's a horrible, bro, get out of here. I reject this deposit. I don't even really feel like reading this garbo. We have all found ourselves in the height of emotion. This sounds like somebody wrote this, bro. This don't even sound like Billy Joe Saunders to me. And it did not cross my mind about the actual reality of domestic violence and its sufferers and I ain't reading this, bro. Y'all can read this. I'll leave it on the screen. I ain't reading it because it all sounds like crap, bro. It all sounds like some stuff you got caught, and now the heat's on you. You getting suspended, your license and stuff, and now you feel bad, bro. You mad because you got caught. Man, enough of that. But anyway, Billy Joe Saunders, unbelievable behavior. Friends with Tyson Fury. These are the people that are God-fearing and Christian that you guys are telling me would never do anything. They both failed drug tests. Billy Joe Saunders, again, has been involved, and he recorded this. Like, how, bro, this is like Tiger King status. Like, you're doing stuff on tape, you know? You're doing stuff on tape that's bad. Look, like this, fine. Sorry after domestic violence video. Look, 2018. Bro, you're not sorry, bro. I reject your deposit. Billy Joe Saunders fined $100K. So you got $125,000 you lost for a stupid, sickening video, and you do another sickening video. Bro, that's why I'm not reading his stuff. Normally, I try to give you guys both sides and stuff, but I'm not doing it today. Not today. Look, this article is more than 1 year old. Bro, So you didn't think, okay, what? This is the person's character. You think it's funny to joke about this stuff, or you really believe this stuff. Whatever your reasoning is, this is you. This is you. Because this video is at a year old. You already lost $125,000 roughly because of the emergence of a sickening video with the homeless. It says video appears to show boxer offering a woman drugs for a sex act or punching a random, passerby, and she did it. And then Billy Joe Saunders drove off. Right? And look, Saunders is due to defend his title against Demetrius Andrade in Boston, October 20th. So right before big fights, Mr. Billy Joe Saunders thinks this is funny, and you already got fined and punished by the Bbbofc for one sickening video. And then before you're supposed to get a Canelo fight, another large fight, probably even, larger than, or at least paycheck wise, larger than the Andrade fight, right? And you do another sickening video where you offend somebody else. Bro, this is him. He gotta live by this. That's why some people you just can't give them money. You could take them out the hood, but you can't take the hood out them. And this is just too recurring. That's why I'm not reading all this garbage about, oh yeah, I feel sorry and I didn't think about how this would affect people. So you're a grown man. You're 31 years old, 30 years old, and you're a champion. You're friends with Tyson Fury. You haven't learned from his troubles with recent string of Glovegate and Boargate and sexist and homophobic comments he's made in the past, and you just doing it. So you obviously think this is cute. You think this is cool, and now you got caught, and now you're under heat, and now your Canelo fight is probably ruined. Because listen, get these UK guys out of here that want to make money in America, because I'm here to tell you, the UK guys that want to make money in America, when in Rome, do as Romans do. You got to conform. In America, it's definitely PC. I don't know what British humor and all this stuff, but in America, that's where you were to fight Canelo, right? You're going to be under so much unnecessary, unwanted scrutiny if the Canelo fight goes down. And for what? All this because you wanted to make a vote, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is like a lack of brain cells. Yeah, bro, all you had to do is not incriminate yourself. It's not like I said in the last video. It'd be one thing if the video was secretly shot by a lad, like, one of his buddies or something, and then it leaked, or his iCloud got hacked and the video was never bro, you thought this was cute, and released the video, and it looked like you recorded yourself making this video. So how worth it is that? Even if this was your thought, you thought this was a funny joke, you have to, at age 30 or whatever, have to have the common sense to be like, hey, I got the Canelo fight. People are scared because the Rona violence. This isn't funny. This is going to be taken wrong. Let me just not put this out. Let me not mess up my chances. But clearly he doesn't think like this. He wants to do these little juvenile adolescent games like he's a preteen. But as a world champion, you actually have standards that you have to meet. That's why you're getting your license suspended. And you just made everything more complicated. So even if you can fight Canelo, because the Bbbofc, they have jurisdiction over the UK, so that they can't necessarily say what if he could fight in America. But you just brought unnecessary heat to yourself when you didn't need to. All for what? All for what? For what you say is a joke? I mean, this is just foolish, bro. I ain't seen nothing like that, bro. I ain't seen it like that. Even the situation with Gervonta Tank Davis, which old media will talk about incessantly, he's just on camera scolding the girl or whatever, escorting her out. That's just people were filming him. Billy Joe Saunders filmed himself and turned in the evidence. It's just lack of integrity. I don't know, lack of common sense, whatever. But this is just weird behavior from Billy Joe Saunders. Now the Canelo fight, you have to imagine, would be up in the air, because it was already up in the air to begin with because of the Rona. We don't know when boxing is coming back. They said Eddie Hearn even said this. He says that the fight, Canelo, depending on when boxing comes back, he may choose to go straight to Golovkin 3. You know, same thing, bro. This is just, I shouldn't even have to explain this. You know, DAZN even. Okay, so DAZN, a paid app where you have to pay $20 a month, and you have to pay, you know, they were looking to break through in the UK. You were supposed to be the first, listen, you were supposed to be the first DAZN UK fight. The DAZN curse strikes again. Like I tell you, you're supposed to be the very first fight for DAZN UK. And now, on top of the Rona, your fight is now in question. You know, your fight is now in question. And even if you do get it, what type of support are you going to get when you post a disgusting video that everybody's like talking about in a negative fashion? This is just foolish stuff. So, you know, I can't trust Tyson Fury and Billy Joe Saunders. They keep doing stuff like weird stuff. You know, he was talking about Canelo on meat and all that, but you failed a drug test after this. It says Canelo, look at this, bro. Look, just listen to behavior. 107 weeks ago, Billy Joe Saunders verified page. He said, Canelo, you're a drug cheat, and he can't even spell your correctly. You're a drug cheat. Can't bulk like that. Triple G, let's fight Borat, right? So he called this man a drug cheat. This is the behavior of Billy Joe Saunders, y'all. This is the behavior. Billy Joe Saunders, drug test fail. Set to be stripped of the middleweight title after failed drug test. Bro, you were talking about Canelo. He ate the meat and all that, and then you failed a drug test. Look, I mean, this is just unbelievable behavior. And then recently, he said this, which I made a video about. He said Canelo is, look, Billy Joe Saunders said Canelo and his team do good meat out there as well. So that's obviously a reference to Canelo failing and blaming the tainted meat. But you failed a drug test, so what are you talking about? Man, get this man out of here. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. He got stripped in the UK. Horrible. His buddy Tyson Fury, Glovegate, Boargate, it looks like they're reinvestigating UCAD. We'll see what they do. This is just a bad representation for champion behavior. End of story. Your own promoter says it's idiotic, and you think this stuff is funny, and at the end of the day, the joke's on you. We working.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.